Dear Billy Beer Thighs, forgive my poor English. Well, the fact that you can come up with Billy Beer Thighs in a fucking second language is pretty amazing. So I think your English is fucking great. I am a native Berliner, but I have family across Germany. One of my female cousins was harassed on the way to work by some people who are different. I do not want to say just a different race or religion, but also a different way of thinking. They are not native to Germany and are not acclimating well to Western life. I am not a racist, and I find the issues very sensitive, but I believe that reality has to play a part in one's objective view. I'm not against refugees or anyone displaced because of terrible political and military situations, but I also have a new opinion because of my cousin. She is okay, but had 19 stitches in the back of her neck and head from a bottle thrown at her because she was a woman walking alone at night. This is not the first time this has happened in her town. That was good enough to show good graces to refugees. If countries are going to let people in, they have to at least be okay with women having certain rights, should they not? Forget about religion or race. That's just good and bad, I think. Am I a bad person for becoming a more cautious person when it comes to refugees? Thank you and cheers on your new child. No, not at all. I mean, a lot of that, and also people's prejudice because you're German, they're going to fucking think a certain way. But like, you know, if one of the elements that comes into play is that from wherever these other people are from, that a woman walking alone at night is suggesting that she's fucking, I don't know what, loose or having sex or whatever the fuck it is that's going to make them throw a goddamn bottle. Like, how do you not address that? And also to me, it's like, what kind of a fucking person, you know, when I go to another country, like whatever I see, I just go, oh, I guess that's how they do it over here. I don't think like, you know, well, I'm from someplace else and this is the way we do it, so I'm going to act like we're still in my country. I think that's ignorant, but never underestimate the power of religion. You know, when people really get into it, when they really fucking get into it, there's something where your brain goes on like autopilot and you just let religion make decisions for you, and rational thought kind of goes out the fucking window, and you just start breaking one commandment after another. Like, you tell me one religion out there, if you could find it in whatever book it is that you read, that says it's fucking okay to throw a fucking bottle at a woman walking alone at night. I mean, shouldn't you? I mean, if you think you should have walked her home if you were concerned about, like, I don't know. I don't understand that. But yeah, one of the things I think refugees should. Like, if say that this country goes to complete shit and there's a big war and all of a sudden they're hunting down fucking bald redheads and I need to seek political asylum or some shit in another country. When I go there, the first thing I'm going to do is try to learn the fucking language, and then I'm going to try to figure out, okay, how do they do shit over here? You know what I mean? So I don't fucking offend anybody, and so I don't get the shit kicked out of me. But I would say the type of people that throw a bottle like that, you know, they're also the kind of people that if they were in higher up in a corporate thing, that they would be pilfering the coffers, as they say, or whatever. Like, there's just certain people out there that they're not good people. There's certain people that are just not smart people. That's one of the fucking problems with human beings, is there's a lot of mouth-breathing morons. And when you accept a bunch of refugees, you know, you're going to get some fucking super smart people all the way down to mouth-breathing morons. I don't think why wouldn't you be more cautious when it came to refugees if something like that happened? I mean, now, having said that, within your own country, you also have neo-Nazis. You know what I mean? So, you know, if you're suggesting getting rid of all refugees, then you should also do something about neo-Nazis. So, the hard fucking thing when people go to a new country is they don't look like the people that are there. So they stick out like a fucking sore thumb, and people stop looking at them as human beings. They just look at them as one giant group. Whereas if you look at a fucking neo-Nazi, he's still a fucking white dude. I'm assuming you're white, German, right? And you're like, that guy, he's a fucking moron. You know what I mean? You're just looking at him like he joined a stupid club, despite the fact that those people can do some really horrific shit too. So, but I don't think, you're a bad person for becoming more cautious. But I would also remain open-minded that there's going to be some really great people that were lucky enough to get out of those bad situations. And that's the hard part. The easy thing is to just say, fuck all of these people. And, that's the basic, let's sit down and eat some Fritos and cake. Or you can actually do the crunches in your cardio and actually try to look at people as individuals. Now, having said that, when the sun goes down at night, all bets are off. You have to look at people, the most cautiously as you possibly can. Because I guarantee you that even if they had a fucking rule about that during the day, if there was a bunch of people walking around, the chances of them doing that during the day would have been much less. So I'm sorry that happened to one of your cousins. I hope it doesn't turn you into a hateful person. You seem like you're trying to be measured. I don't know. But it would suck if you became another hateful person because it's just going to add fuel to all of this blue tie, red tie shit.